Hey everybody, this is CarRamRod doing my In The Bag. I'm going to start out with the bag. It is a Heiserbaum flak bag. Holds a ton of discs and everything you could ever hope and dream of. Start out with the discs that you use the most during the round. Your putters. I putt with Discmania P2s. They're the test runs, so they're a little firmer. I have two of those in the bag for putting. One is a little more beat that I use for jump putts, longer putts. The other one is my go-to stable putter for wind and things like that. Then, in the top of the bag, I have three other putters. I have another test run P2 that I use for throwing. Really nice and stable. It's basically like a wizard, stability-wise, without the bead. So it flies really, really nice. Then I have a really beat-up putt and approach AVR. Use this for really straight shots or something that I need to turn over a little bit. It's nice too. And then I have this wonderful thing, Pearly Arrow. Some people don't appreciate the greatness of this disc. Some people think it's kind of silly because it's a big disc, but it is amazing. Put it on a hyzer, takes a slow hyzer. Put it on an Annie, takes a slow Annie. Throw it straight, it's going straight. Alright, I'm going to go next to the mid-ranges. Really only throw two mid-ranges. I throw one Pearly stock stamp Gator. It's 169. Really, really stable. Use it for short approaches and flicks. I live in Oklahoma, so it's really windy, so this guy gets a lot of use. Then are my rocks. I got four of them in the bag at all times. They range from beat to straight to stable to really stable. So my really beat up is a 10-time rock. Throw this thing on a hyzer. It will flip and turn over and just hold right the whole way. I throw rocks probably about 300. I could probably throw them 350 if I really cranked on one. So, and that's not interwebs distance either. Next is another 10-time rock. This one is pretty much dead straight. I can throw it on a hyzer. It'll flip up, go flat, straight forever. Love this thing. Probably my favorite rock. And then I have the SMRD Amazing Rock. It's just amazing. It's a rock. You guys know what they do. They go, this one's a little more stable. I can throw it into a headwind. It'll hold it, fade out still at the end. Keep looking over here because the TV's on. Sorry, it's weird. Then I have the wonderful Kenny Glow rock. Everybody needs one of these. Greatest rock ever. I don't know if that's true. I just said it. It sounds cool. But it's really, really stable. I've thrown him a lot. He's still really stable. Nice and flat. Just wonderful. Alright. Next we'll go with fairway drivers. I carry in pairs, it seems like. Start with my Eagles. Throw a 169 CE Eagle, nice and flat. Throw this thing 350 to 375, something that I can mash on and is just going to hold straight for a really, really long time. Doesn't have much of a fade at the end. I'll use it for flicks that I need to go really, really straight for a long time too. Anywhere up to 350 I can throw this thing on a forehand or backhand. Pretty much dead straight. Then I have my beautiful Eagle here. It's nice and stable. It's pretty new still working it in. Flies kind of like a longer Firebird, like an eagle would. Throw it into a headwind, it's always going to fade out. Really, really nice. Then I have my T-Birds. I know a lot of people are Eagles or T-Birds. I share the love. Gotta love them both. This is my Pearly KC Pro T-Bird. This one's a little lighter. This one's 166. Really workable. You can throw it on a turnover. You can throw it straight. You can throw it for a long sweeping hyzer. Throw this guy anywhere from 350 to 375 as well. This guy's got a couple aces on him. Made me some money, so he stays in the bag all the time. Then I have my really stable Pearly KC Pro T-Bird. Really nice as well. Can throw him really hard and he'll just stay straight. Goes farther than my Eagle will. I can pump this guy out probably 400 if I really mash on it. And it's a little glidier than the Eagle as well, so I can throw it for a low ceiling or something like that. Then I have my favorite discs ever, the Fire Chicken. We've got old trusty 11-time Firebird. This thing is pretty much an eagle now. I have worked this thing over, throw him hard into a headwind, and he'll just go straight, but always fades out. If I don't know what to throw, I'm throwing this guy. Backhand, I can probably throw him 325. On a forehand, I can throw him up to 300, and I know what he's going to do every single time. Then I have my sweet Team Innova, really flat, pink, money, wonderful Fire Chicken. Nice and stiff, one of the newer runs. Can't throw this guy as far, maybe 280 on a backhand, 260, 275 on a forehand, but always going to fade out. It's going to do what a Fire Chicken does. Go next to the roller disc. Just an old school Champ Roadrunner. Nothing super fancy. Throw them every once in a while for a tailwind shot or something I need to power down but still keep straight. But mostly for rollers, he'll come out. I also have worked in a CFR PD. Love these things. Getting another one worked into the bag right now too. It's over here. This is not a CFR run, it's one of the plus rims, which everybody kind of hates, but it's not horrible. It's okay. It does what a PD should do. Goes straight for a long time. Still has that little bit of fade. The yellow one is, or I guess green, whatever color, is much more stable. It's only going to go about 350 to 400 if I really crank on it, but it's going to stay straight, hold that hyzer out. This one I can throw a little bit farther, probably up to 420 if I really threw it hard. Like I said, I've only had them for a little bit, haven't thrown them that much. Then, what everybody in the world seems to throw, it's the greatest disc, destroyers. I throw pre-Averys and first runs. I have this one, which when I thought acing was cool, I decided to write ace really big on the front of it, but now acing's not as cool as it was, so I feel like an idiot for having ace really big on the front of this. But this is probably my medium stability destroyer. It's just a Star DS, but it's nice and domey, really, really stable. Like I said, I live in Oklahoma, so it's windy a lot. Throw this guy into a headwind, it's going to hold straight for a long time. Pump him out probably 450 if I need to. He's going to go a long way. And I have my super stable destroyer. It's a pre-Avery SDS, max weight 175. Got a little bit more dome to him, but he's a meat hook. Throw him in any kind of wind, any kind of forehand. If I'm goofing around and want to throw a flex forehand, I'll throw this guy. And then I have my two first run destroyers. I have my flippy one. This is 171. Looks pretty new. but he's pretty flippy out of the gate. If I need something for a long Annie shot, or just something to throw on a hyzer that I want to go 4 million miles, a little exaggeration there, I can throw this up to 450, you know, over that sometimes, but this is the one. And then my go-to destroyer for pretty much everything. If I don't know what to throw off a tee on a long hole, throwing this guy. Max weight, first run destroyer, pretty stiff, more stable than the purple one, not as stable as the other ones, just that perfect middle stability. Throw him on a hyzer, he'll flip a little and then still fade out every single time. Also throw this on a forehand. I could throw it backhand 450 plus, I could throw it forehand about 450 as well. That's the destroyers. Then I have these other discs I almost forgot about. They're kind of weird utility discs, kind of random in the, you know, the way that I throw them. But you've got the Champion Panther multi-purpose disc, and it is exactly that. It's one of the older runs. It's nice and flat. I can throw this thing probably 400 feet. I have birdied a 400-foot hole with this thing, so I can throw it 400 feet. It's probably the coolest disc ever because you can do anything with it. I throw it for forehands that I need to turn or hold a turn. Backhands, you throw it on a hyzer, it'll flip and just go dead straight a long way for a mid-range. Then I have the Oklahoma Open 2004 edition Champion Classic Rock. Yeah, I went there. Super flat, perfect for little forehand flicks out of trouble. I don't throw them backhand, ever. I just don't. For some reason, it just feels weird in my hand, can't do it. But forehand, put me about 100, 150 feet, and I will forehand flick this in the basket. Every time. Sometimes. That is my In The Bag. Thanks for watching, guys.